I think it's time to talk about performance. So faster is always better, of course, not just for users, but also given the increasing resource usage of data centers, it also has an impact on our environment.
Yes, and our team has worked all over the code base to improve performance, but we want to talk about a few bigger and more impactful changes.
So a lot of work has gone into chunked upload.
So what are you doing with those chunks?
Say you have a big file, like a video file that is maybe several gigabytes big, and you have to upload this. Now, if during the transfer the network will have issue, you would have to retry uploading that file. And yeah, there are simply network issues sometimes. That's the reality of the internet. So it will be a waste to have to retry this again and again. So what we do is we cut this in pieces, and then we upload each of these pieces separately. And then on the other side of the server, of course, these files get put together again. Even if, for example, you uploaded half the file yesterday and the other half this morning, you still, get access. And what was done for this release is that the team worked really hard on improving the performance of this. So especially if you have a fast network connection, then you can get up to 6 times faster uploading of really big files to Nextcloud.
Yeah, that's a significant difference and a super cool feature to have.
Yeah, that should be quite noticeable.
We also improved the reliability of the upload. Nextcloud now retries more persistently.
Again, there were of course more performance improvements all over, but there's one more that I think we should show, even if it is a little bit vague.
Yeah, it's BlurHashes, another technical term. It's fetching thumbnails, and that takes time. This is why we added a new short piece of metadata to each file, a blur hash. It is basically a very low-res image. It allows the client to immediately give you an impression of the file when actually the server is still fetching it.
I think that's really cool because especially on a bad network connection, you already get a bit of an impression. You can already scroll and maybe you already know which file you want to grab. So that just saves time and it makes it feel faster.
Absolutely, yeah. And now the last thing in the performance section we want to talk about is scalability.
Right. I mean, because in the end, not everybody is using Nextcloud at home like me. There are servers with tens of millions of users, sometimes even distributed across data centers.
Nextcloud already scales from very small devices like a Raspberry Pi to super big ones like Kubernetes setups that can handle millions of users. An example for this is the MagentaCLOUD by Deutsche Telekom. Then you have Cloud Drive service of MagentaMobile. This service has tens of millions of users and is distributed in several hosting centers in Central and South America using Nextcloud Global Scale.
Yeah, so that is a key use case for global scale. If you need a very large instance, you have tens of millions of customers, and you need to provide them a good Nextcloud experience where all these customers can also work together, share and exchange data. So essentially, it needs to feel like a single instance. This is what global scale does. It has nearly unlimited scalability. Tens, hundreds of millions of users would not be a problem. You can simply distribute it across data centers and across different clusters in a data center as well. So that's one benefit, but it has other benefits as well. So imagine you're at a company and you have offices in, let's say, in Taipei and in New York, and the employees in Taipei have local regulations that require them to keep certain data local, so in servers in Taipei. Then it is possible to run there a Nextcloud instance and run another Nextcloud instance in New York. And using global scale, this will then act as a single Nextcloud instance. Everybody can work together, they can share with each other. They will not even notice that they're actually on different servers, except of course the data stays local as is required by the compliance. And moreover, a third benefit they will get is that of course for the people in Taipei, when they're accessing data, it doesn't have to come all the way from New York or the other way around. So they get a better performance as well. So between scalability, performance and keeping data local, global scale is really a great solution for a lot of more complicated use cases where you can use Nextcloud. Now, with Hub 10, we introduced a couple of new authentication mechanisms that are used by some of our larger customers for their global scale. So it gives a better experience again to the users there.